This is the brand new Strike Pack Horizon, and let me tell you, this thing's an absolute beast. They were graciously enough to reach out to me and send me an early version of this product to review and test. In today's video, we are going to be reviewing the Strike Pack Horizon and seeing what they added in the newest version of the Strike Pack family. I will also show you how to properly set up your Strike Pack as well. But before we dive into the unboxing, take a look at the front side of the box. They advertise hair triggers, anti-recoil, and rapid fire. These are the mod accessories that they're mainly advertising for, and let me tell you, they work pretty well. Plus, the Strike Pack Horizon works as the first generation Xbox One controllers, and of course, the Xbox Series S controllers as well. Moving on to the unboxing, once you get this bad boy opened up, you find the Strike Pack Horizon itself, along with two different backplates for two different styles of controllers. If you remove the plastic casing, you'll find the USB Type-C cable. You get two QR stickers, one for the manual and one for the app. Now that we have the adapter out of the box, what makes this so different from its predecessor? Well, there are a few things. First, it now has 4 paddles, and it's fully app powered. So no longer needing to change your settings by holding down the D-pad, you can change everything on the app. It makes it so much easier to change your mod settings. Moving on to how to connect your Strike Pack to your controller, first you need to grab the backplate that correlates with your Xbox controller you're using. In my case, I'm using the Xbox Series X controller or S, so I'm going to grab this backplate right here. Once you have acquired that, go ahead and put it on the back of the Strike Pack. It should clip right in. Next, you want to grab the connector. The one I'm going to use has the USB Type-C connection. We're going to plug it into the Strike Pack first, and then we're going to connect the Strike Pack to the controller. Start by lining the back clip of the Strike Pack before connecting it to the front. Then align the connection port to the controller and give it a nice hard push. It should go right in place. Now, our next step is to grab the USB Type-C cable that was included with the Strike Pack. Go ahead and plug it into the console you plan on using it with. If you're done this correctly, the Strike Pack will start lighting up in a rainbow color. After it lights up, it should automatically start turning completely white. If you've done all the steps correctly, it should turn white. That means it is connected to your console. Now that we have the Strike Pack plugged in, let's set up the app. There are two ways that we can go about this. We can either scan the QR code that came with the Strike Pack, or we could just go to the App Store or Play Store. Since I have an Android, I'm going to go to the Play Store. Go ahead and type in Strike Pack. The app should come right up, and go ahead and download it. Before launching the app, make sure your Bluetooth is on, as that is how you're going to connect it to your controller. Now, go ahead and open the app. It should look something like this when it's connecting to your Strike Pack. It will take you to the main menu. They provided us with custom layouts for certain games. There aren't very many right now, but I'm sure they're going to add more later on. And of course, you can create custom layouts as well. This is where I'm going to show you how to customize your Strike Pack's layout and how to use all the settings and mods. Let's get into that. So now getting into how to set up the app. First, you want to go to your Play Store or your Apple Store and download the Strike Pack controller. Upon opening, you will be greeted to the screen. This is your main menu for the Strike Pack app. Now, it's pretty straightforward. There is a bunch of custom settings, such as Apex, Rainbow Six Siege, Call of Duty, GTA 5, Red Dead, and etc. There's a lot to do here, plus you can make your custom own settings, and you can make your custom settings in all the preset settings. So I'm going to use Apex as an example here. I'm going to click on Apex Legends, since I already have it loaded up on my Xbox One, or Xbox Series X, I should say. I'm going to use the default setting, but you can make custom ones. All you have to do is hit the green plus and then click an icon, name it, and you make a custom profile. So I made one that was yellow. Click on that. Hasn't done anything with it yet, but as an example, I'm going to show you how to set up your rapid fire. Rapid fire is pretty easy. You have your primary weapon and you have your secondary weapon. Your primary weapon is automatically defaulted right off the bat. So when you hit Y on your Xbox controller, it will switch to your secondary. Now, if this is wrong, you're loading to say rainbow, but you're on your primary, you just have to click on it and it will automatically switch it to the correct one that you're using, the gun you're using. So like I'm using my primary gun. You can also add custom settings with the presets. Like, so we're in Apex here. If I hold down the rapid fire indicator, you go down to the R90. They have custom gun presets. And now what it is basically is it's like slight bit anti-recoil, and it boosts the fire rate or it makes it so you have no recoil at all. So I'm gonna use this as an example. I'm gonna head down and pull the trigger. Now there's still some recoil, but it's not as much as the R90 has naturally. As I pulled the trigger again, it goes straight up. Now this works great for a quick, oh, I want to switch it real quick, hold it down, switch the weapon, blah, blah. If you really fine tune your anti-recoil, this thing is amazing in a lot of scenarios, but I do find it very irritating in most. But so that's basically how you do your rapid fires. You click on it and it changes to rapid fire, hold it down, you have all your custom rapid fire settings. You can also customize your own rapid fire settings as well. Plus you have all the weapons that you can choose from in Apex or whatever game you're playing in that you want a custom setting. So as we back out of this, I'm going to move on to the next thing. So this is the anti-recoil. This is where you adjust how much you want the stick to pull down or how much you want it to pull up. So like the horizon, I'm going to change it all the way to 100 and negative, and I'm going to pull the trigger. I don't really do anything. Let's try this one. Oh yeah, there you go. You just go flying. Yeah, you don't want that. You don't want that. But this works okay. You definitely need to do a lot of tuning if you want to use it correctly. If you do get it working really well, you can get insane recoil. But again, that's a lot of tuning, a lot of time you're going to take into doing that. Moving on to the custom legends. Now, this is just like the custom layouts. You can, of course, change it and change whatever legend. So, what am I on? I'm on Lifeline. Where's Lifeline? There's Lifeline. So now her custom settings and stuff to boost her as a character and how she plays. And then these are the action aim mods. We have rapid melee. That just means that when you go to melee, I forget what it is. It just auto melees as long as you hold it down. You don't have to re-click it. I find it pretty nice because like if I'm trying to play like Halo or something and I want to beat that guy up, I just hold it down and it pummels them. It works well. And then these are your additive mods. You can just hold down again and pull up the full menu. So aim assist, I'm going to talk a little bit about aim assist. All it does is it jitters this left stick. So when you're aiming down, it just makes you move like this. It works really well in games that have already aggressive aim assist. So it does work well in Apex, in like Fortnite and COD, but it's not my favorite because it screws up my aim pretty well. And then of course this is your aim down, your shoot. So drop shot while shooting. Oh, let me just crouch shot. Yeah. So basically that's all these are. They're like more of like quick settings. Rapid fire, crop, wrap shot. Oh, let's pull it this way. Yeah, see, I just crouch spam, turbo crouch spam. We go crazy, bro. We go crazy. And basically this is for aiming, so you'll do that while you aim. Quick ping. What is this one? Oh, we're at the end there. Let's get back to hip fire aim. Oh, hip jump. All right. But that's basically what it is. These are all your quick settings. The app is pretty straightforward. I don't mind it. I think it's really well designed. And if you want to do even more tuning in the app, there's this little icon here. It's a little like, settings icon. You click on this bad boy and it lets you tune everything even more precise. So like the aim assist, you can increase that, the quick draw, blah, blah. You can also change your weapon speed, weapon swap modes. It works pretty well. You can do a lot of customization with this app, but that's just the basics of the app itself. You can always do more, and there's always a lot more settings you can tune. And if you spend a lot of time working on your anti-recoil or adjusting the aim assist to your liking, this thing's a lot of fun to use. I found that the aim assist works really well with Fortnite. I had a lot of in-between games where the aim assist will just lock onto them, and then I'm beaming them across the map. Or it doesn't at all, and I'm just beamed myself. I'm gone. But that's pretty much how to set up the app with the custom mod settings. Now, mapping's a different scenario here. So mapping at the bottom left of your app, you click on mapping, it shows up your paddles. If you look on the back side of your strike pack, there are numbers to the paddles, and that's what these numbers go to. So number 1, of course, is right here. Number 2 is over here, and then 3 and 4 are the outside ones. So I want to map it to A. I want to map this one to A, so I have to find A. There it is. And then I want to map the other one to B. So B. And then A and B. So it's pretty easy to map. Then controller, this is where you mess with the hair triggers. It just means that as soon as the trigger text that you're touching it, it fully maxes it out. So there's like no delay at all. I do like this a lot. I like the feel of this. I don't like trigger stomps as much. I'm not a big fan of that, but it is what it is. You can also block the controller rumble, so there's no rumble. I mean, you just turn it off in the game. Like, it's easy enough. And then this disables all the strike pack mods with one quick button. You also have audio, so when you change settings, it will tell you what setting you're in. If you're primary fire, secondary fire. It's cool, but it's definitely not my thing. And that's pretty much about it. And then you can hit support and, contact, open email, manual, or whatever you need to figure out some settings. But that's basically the app, and it's pretty straightforward. I find this thing very easy to use, and I think it's well worth it. But let's get back into the review. Now moving on to the review of the Strike Pack Horizon. It's honestly pretty good. I found this to be one of the best strike packs ever made, and I've owned a lot. I've owned the first generation, and I owned the re-release of the first generation as well for the Xbox Series S and X. I enjoyed the additional 4 paddles to the strike pack as well. I feel like it's more along the lines of being a competitive add-on to your controller, and actually probably even cheaper than buying an Elite Series controller or SCUF. And the build quality of the adapter is pretty solid. They also provided us with replacement parts like the paddles. In my case, my first generation strike pack, I broke the paddles multiple times and had to replace them. And actually being able to replace your parts is absolutely insane. I wish bigger companies would learn something like this, providing replacement parts for your controller. That being said, let's get into the goodies, the mods. Starting off with the aim assist. In my testing, I found out that the aim assist works okay with almost every game. But where it actually shines is in the games that have very aggressive aim assists, such as Fortnite and Apex Legends. Moving over to the rapid fire mod, this is a whole lot of fun. The rapid fire mod works on any game, no matter what, even if you don't really need it. If you can run it, do it. Do the roar. I always have an absolute blast with rapid fire mods, plus they provided us with plenty of different custom settings, and it's fully tunable as well. Moving on to the anti-recoil, I'm not so much a big fan of this. I honestly think it's more of an irritation in most cases than it actually helps you. Some people stand by it, but I definitely don't. The way that anti-recoil works is it pulls down on your joystick. This is cool and all if you can't control recoil, and I can understand that. But for someone like me who plays games way too much, I can control recoil very well in most games. I find this more of an irritation, and it gets in my way of my gaming experience. That being said, all of the other accessories / mods work pretty well for what they were designed to do. They provided plenty of custom settings to do anything you want to do. Overall, my opinion of the Strike Pack Horizon is pretty positive. The Strike Pack is absolutely awesome. I think the added 4 paddles makes this device so much better. Plus the addition of the app and all the extra modding capability of the new strike pack. Besides, if you're just in the market for paddles, this is a great alternative. This brings us to the end of the video. I think the strike pack is absolutely amazing, and I definitely think you should check out the strike pack Horizon. That being said, have a good one, guys.